Thank you, Christian, for being subscribed to the channel. To be honest, goated profile pic, dude. I love that one. I'm trying to get into Warhammer. I'm not gonna get into the tabletop game, but I'm trying to get into the lore, and I'm truly loving it. So goated profile pic for that one, to be honest. Okay, so another deck explanation over here. This is just because I think I'm gonna do some changes here. For example, I think if we're gonna play Newgate, I think we need to remove category, because I never see the window to play category. Actually, I don't even see him because it's not searchable. Newgate at least puts us at 9k or 7k depending, but usually 9k. And so this will be my deck list. The other one that you guys saw is the one that you guys are going to see the replays with. But I generally cannot play category in this deck list if I'm playing Promo Roger. Yes, this video is to showcase the Promo Roger finally. Again, I don't really like bringing promos onto the channel because we never know when we're going to get them on the West, so yeah. But yeah, so what you guys are seeing is probably the deck that I'm going to be playing. This Roger is insane. We could potentially remove 2 Newgate to play the 2 category, that's fine. But I think this works pretty well. I think, by the way, Shanks may actually go down to 3. We still love him, but I've realized that many times I'm putting Roger with more priority than Shanks. That's actually my experience, because Roger is actually like, this card is an insane buff to this deck, by the way, just insane buff. And so going down to maybe 3 Shanks and play another 2k, because the only there's 2 weaknesses of this deck, which is consistency. Even though this promo Roger is a huge buff on consistency for the deck, we still sometimes don't see the early ramp as we like. That's why I'm playing 2 Oden, by the way, to try and see more early game ramp. And sometimes, most of the time actually, you just don't have counter. Like, we have too many bricks. So I'm thinking about not only playing 2 relays here and going maybe for Sanji as well. Sanji is a really good card, by the way, on this deck. So we have at least more 2Ks, you know. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Just to make sure we have some defense, because Rayleigh, we actually don't need as much Rayleigh. Rayleigh is a very strong card against Emu, but with the new Roger, the Emu becomes so much easier as a matchup. And so most of the time I don't need Rayleigh, but there are matchups where I'm like, I kind of wish I see a Rayleigh. That's why I'm thinking maybe place 3 Sanji, 3 Rayleigh. I don't know. But I am more inclined to play 4 Sanjis and 2 Rayleighs. Oden, I think he needs to stay there, guys. Again, if we don't have consistency, we need to try and cover that up at least, you know. Because our strategy is relatively simple. We just ramp and then just play big bodies. We could go down to the chunks and actually play the Sanji, maybe. Now that I'm thinking. So we have the defense, we have 3-3. We still have the priority, which is Roger and kind of Newgate, but still Shanks. I don't know, man. Shanks is such a strong card, but it is punishable in this new strategy. So for now, maybe I'll stay like this, but this is the list that I'm using, that you guys are going to see. I think in none of the replays you see me play category or even see him off the deck, so that's why I'm removing him. But yeah, enjoy the replays. Hello, my name is Dr. Shambles, and today we have another Roger gameplay video. This time I am going to showcase the Promo Roger. So yeah, the first game is against Green Uta. This is just to warm up the video. You guys know I always like to make the least interesting decks. Bring like the most non-meta decks first to warm up the video and leave the best for last. I still think it's very important to bring these more rogue decks into the videos, not only to change it up a little bit, but also because if you're going to locals, the chance of you encountering some of these decks is, you know, on the high. Like, my locals are actually starting to get tired of the meta a little bit, and they are playing more and more rogue decks. I don't know how it's going to be on OP13, because as I told you guys, OP13, it's like, in my opinion, all the new leaders are so fun. So yeah. I was thinking about going double ramp here, by the way, but with the event, but I decided no, I don't have counter. So I'm just gonna ramp 1 and do 2 7Ks. As a Green Uta, they usually always take lives early. He already set up board with Brook and Katakuri. Now he set up even more board with Luffy and Uta. The reason I don't care to give a lot of cards into hands on Green Uta, or just anybody in general, like our late game is so big. We are gonna have to actually use, yeah, that's we're gonna have to use the event there to protect ourselves because we don't have counter. That's a problem with this deck list at time. If you guys saw the deck list discussion at the beginning of the video, you know I'm trying to work on that. So yeah, we don't really care if he has too many cards in hand, because with our big swings, we're just gonna take it. Here we have 9 down, so we cannot play the Shanks, so we need to play the Roger. And because we're already we don't have counter, so we're gonna go down very low on lives. That's usually when we don't have the chance no more to play Shanks. That's why I'm thinking to bring Shanks down to 3. This turn he's playing 2 Sanjis, that's fine. We know he cannot swing into our lives because of that, unless he wants to attach onto that 7 cost Luffy, but that's fine. So he's probably just gonna swing Uta into Bon Clay and then swing Leader with some attached on into our Bullet, and we're gonna have to let both go because that event only protects Leader. We don't have much to play next turn, so yeah, we're gonna have to play Shanks and hope he cannot finish game next turn. Like, for him to play something else to spend some Dawn. Yeah, I played Shanks first here just to make Luffy go down 1k, so he needs to at least spend another 1k if he blocks with Luffy. He actually does it, not expected. So I'm just gonna starve it because we don't care about his lives. Our swings are super big, so yeah, I'm just gonna take his blocker away. We need to ignore Naruto. Naruto will just play another Sanji. He plays Shanks, and I'm like, ooh, I'm in big trouble. Because now he can just attach a lot of Dawn and swing onto Shanks. That's why Shanks is super punishable. People are starting to build decks to remove these big bodies. Because the meta is big bot chaining. Ace chains the 10 new gates, Emu just chains the... it's not big bodies, but kinda are because they become 7k on Emu's turn. And Roger plays the Shanks, and once we get Perma Roger, the Perma Roger. So yeah, people are playing something to punish big bodies at least. He attaches everything and makes sure Shanks go. We don't have much to play this turn. We play Shanks again. It's very risky, I know, but I'm confident. I'm confident on the bluff. I'm confident it's just gonna be like, because here's the thing. We can at least counter 1 swing, so we only go down to 0. That can give us an opportunity to play Roger. Not gonna lie, don't know if that would be the play. She still has a lot of cards in hand. I don't think we can finish with that. It's a 7k, 10k, 12k, 13k. Actually, it could have worked actually if we go down to 0 lives. But I think he's just gonna attach a lot of Dawn onto Shanks and attach a lot of Dawn onto Uta. Yep, we need to let it go. We go to exactly 16k. So yeah. And I can just... he can attach 10. Oh, actually play Sanji. Okay, that's fine. He can go 7 onto us. We take, I think. Pretty risky, but that does mean next turn we need to play the Uta. We play Uta, we leave at least 2 down up. Oh! Actually, we might play Roger. We just play Roger. Make ourselves a 9k. And leave 2 down up for the events, and we are fine. Yep. And we still managed to set up turn, so he needs to finish this turn. We have 2 downs up. Uta can play Holy, or she can play another Azura event, as we guys saw. But we need to risk it. if she does play Holy or the event, she does go down on Dawn, so that doesn't make her swing optimally. And there you go. Yeah, okay, we win. Because now she can swing. Yeah, there you go. I already knew she was going to use that event. Goes with the Shanks. We don't care. And that's the win because he cannot swing with Sanji or Uta. So yeah, that's a win. Next game, Emu. Emu did manage to choose to go second. We obviously like to go second against Emu. Against Uta, I did choose to go first, but no. I think I choose to go second. Yeah, I chose to go second. Okay, that's Emu doing Emu things. We just ramp because there's nothing we can do early game. And Emu got a very optimal first turn with the Saint, whatever, Saint, I forgot her name. Shalria? I don't know, man. He plays Warkari. I go to check on Trash because Warkari is not a blocker. He needs 7 cards on Trash or more to become a blocker. So this 6 screening he either takes or counters. He does counter with Bartolomeo? No, go to double ramp. Yeah, double ramp. Yeah. Since we have the chance to double ramp here, we do, because next turn we're going to be at 7k, play Roger, be at 10k with a swing, and then 9k during his turn. And that means like we're super safe during his turn next turn. He always gonna take bullet. We kind of knew this. I was expecting for Mars to come. Can we take? I think we can. Yeah, to get some more counter onto hand. And now we just take bullet. We don't care about bullet anymore. I think we can ignore face. Yeah. He swung with Warkari. That's pretty normal, guys, by the way. Obviously, he's a blocker that can draw +1. But normally, Emu does need to go very aggro on early game on Roger to try and set up the game as fast as it can to then play the 5 Elders. Here is the only time he misplayed, which he swung 7 onto 9. He should have left it up. He plays the Searcher, that's fine. He set up the other Elder that makes everybody 7k, which is obviously what every Emu wants to do now. We go 9 here. I'm thinking about playing the Uta, just set up another blocker since we have extra 2 on. I'm gonna keep going 10. He blocks, that's fine. We're gonna leave Warkari there. We do have Relay to rest it up, but he's probably gonna try and attach Dawn and swing onto us this turn and play the 5 Elders and replace everybody. He actually leader effects on his Searcher. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't do that. What I would do is attach 2 Dawn onto the Searcher, swing with him, not swing with Warkari, and play the 5 Elders and leave the Worm guy up. Next turn, swing with the Worm guy, take away with leader effect, swing with 5 Elders, swing with everything we have, and then activate 5 Elders. But he's setting up defense, I guess, because we do have 2 Rogers there. And we are going to be playing Rayleigh, but he doesn't know that yet. But I think, yeah, the play is pretty simple. We just rest Warkari, and then we go 2 9s and 2 10s. He takes, and I'm just trying to set up in case I see the red Roger. Now all of his board can swing. We also saw, I don't know if that's the 5 Elder that he played last turn, but we do know he searched up 1 5 Elder. No, I think it was from the trigger, right? Yeah, so he plays 5 Elders now and plays everybody again. he has one reveal never existed on hand. He just search it up. So we know that. Goes 9 onto our Rayleigh. To be honest, we don't care. We just block and we protect. Yep. Shanks. I don't think we need Shanks. I'm gonna go 11th. Yep. He needs to block as much as he can. Yeah. So I was trying to bait out the event. Now he needs to pitch 2 cards on top of the event. I'm looking how many events he used. That's 3. That's 4. So he doesn't have 4K events again. So he that dawn up may only be to the 3K. Doesn't have it. Needed to block that swing, and then we would just attach everything to Roger and just win game nonetheless. So he just gave up. That's fine. We kind of ignored board. I think he only made one misplay, which is swinging with Wakari onto us when we are 9K. But yep, it does happen. Last game is against Green Zoro. Is it crazy to think that Green Zoro may still be the best deck in the format? I don't know, man. That deck is relatively simple to play and does very well on meta. Obviously, he's on the triangle meta right now. Emu, Ace, and Zoro. So yeah, I don't know if it's the best deck. Probably Emu. I still think the best, like the better Emu players win against everybody. Not the same on Ace, to be honest. But yeah. So, we are going second. I think he chose to go first, obviously. Or else we would have steal that. Since we're going second, I just set up Sanji because we cannot ramp on our first turn anyways. So now we can ramp with Bullet because we just top deck it. Yeah, we go 6. We ramp and then we go 7. We need to take that Hiyori or else he's going to take a lot of value out of that Hiyori, and that's something I don't want, so we need to spend a 6K swing. Fortunately, we did manage to still do some pressure with Sanji, thankfully. Plays Tashigi, predictable. So now, he takes Sanji. I'm like, okay, understandable. That's a 7K on top of a 6K, and we don't really care to go down to 2 lives against Zoro. We do see the Katakuri, but I don't think we're going to be playing him. Yeah, we ramp with Buggy. That's the best ramp we had because we needed to search with Shanks. So I don't think we could play Gaban. We don't have the Dawn. So I'm gonna go 7K. I thought he was going to counter out the 7K. I just go 8K. He does counter. He needed to counter out of one of the swings, so at least I got 2Ks out of him. He can play. To be honest, he can swing with Tashigi. Oh, he plays Arlong. By the way, I never saw this being played on Zoro, so that got me off guard because now Zoro, my Roger can't attack. Is this tech for my Roger specifically? He's also tech for the Beamer match, obviously. Yeah, he goes 7, we take that. So he plays Arlong and Tashigi to make sure there's no KOs. Although, I think that's a misplay because Roger does not run removal. We don't care, we just swing when we need to remove someone. So yeah, we cannot swing with Roger. We go 6 on 2 lives. And then we're just gonna be playing the Roger and pass turn, probably. We could play Katakuri, but I think Roger is just better. He does get a trigger, but at least we got the value out of Bullet before that. We are at 9K, we have 1 done up for the event, so that's fine. Plays Mihawk. I thought people played Law, but this guy still plays Mihawk. Mihawk still is a good card, but I do think Law is still better. He goes 2. I guess. Oh, because it was going to replace it. I think swinging with Arlong maybe. Just go an even number. Oh no. He goes a 9. Okay. We actually take. We don't care. We're gonna become an 9K again. I think we can starve here. Oh, wait, I'm going... Oh, I'm tracking game first. Ooh. I think we should take away... Oh, we are greedy. We are greedy over here. He didn't unblock. Wait, just go to 10k, 9k, sorry. We have 2 Dawn up. He can play the Azure again. That would be 4 Dawn. That would not be good for him. Placing 4 Dawn. So he has he's at 10, 11. 11 onto our Roger. That's fine. 11 onto our leader Roger. We take. We actually take. Oh yeah, we have red Roger. So yeah, we take. We don't care. We won. It's win. It's a win, boys. He can attach 2. And no, he doesn't even swing. So I play. If those 2 Dawn are counter events, I mean we just lose. But yeah, Roger had to be the play here. He did have 1 counter event, but he didn't have any other counter. So yeah, those were the games. I hope you guys enjoyed. Roger is much better now with the promo, but I think obviously these were games before I made tweaks with the deck list, so I think it's even better with my tweaks on the deck list. So yeah, hopefully I'll bring you guys more with an updated deck list. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and yeah, goodbye.